Thank you.
Okay. Councilmember Ford?
Thank you. Russell Nagata, I did invite you. You represent CTAHR, as a Hawaii County Administrator for that organization, is that correct?
That's where I work.
Okay. And you're formerly a seed breeder from the University of Florida?
Yes, I have my PhD in plant breeding and genetics.
Okay. I'm sorry, I did not know you were PhD. But doctor, please identify yourself by name and then whatever presentation, short presentation.
Dr. Russell Nagata, practiced plant breeding and genetics at the University of Florida for 21 years before coming back to Hawaii to take the administration position for CTAHR on the island of Hawaii.
Do you have any general comments on GMO?
No, I'm
Okay.
here to answer questions.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay. Doctor, in your seed breeding 21 years, did you get involved with doing GMO development?
Yes, I did.
Okay, can you tell us a little about that?
Okay. We worked on a team project looking at glyphosate resistance in lettuce at the behest of the industry there in Florida. Their weeding costs there could be upwards of $300 to $400 per acre for a crop that lasted approximately 75 days. Therefore, they asked us to look to see whether it was a feasible project.
What did you find out, and were there any adverse effects?
What we did find out was that it is possible to insert the glyphosate gene into lettuce to get it to express normally and to have plant resistance to glyphosate. The project ended before any type of commercialization.
Was there a reason that it ended?
Lack of funding.
Okay, all right. I'm going to yield for other people to ask questions. Thank you, sir.
Councilmember Willie?
Yes, thank you, Russell. I know you've been involved with the farm to school and school garden projects, and can you sort of envision going more in the direction of non-GMO and how we can maybe take advantage of that niche, both in terms of general welfare and in terms of the economics, regardless of whether GMOs are good or not good?
Well, personally, and the university supports all type of agriculture, whether it is conventional, traditional, natural, organic. And it is who or the party asking for help. We help all types of people. So, going forward, if there is an organic procedure, I believe in the school, organic is the choice because they do not base on chemical pesticides, so that is the choice of the school. Commercial farmers otherwise choose to use chemical pesticides, fertilizer in their farming operation because they see an economic benefit to doing so.
Okay. No, thank you very much.
Any other questions for Dr. Nagata? No other questions? Thank you so much.
Let me ask one.
Councilmember
Ms.
Ford?
Willie has been asking whether or not other scientists like you are supporting or not supporting her Bill 113. Do you have any preference regarding her bill to ban everything except GMO papaya?
Oh, excuse me. I do not support the bill as written.
Okay, why or why not?
Because I think it limits the choice of our farmers to make a living. Mr. Riddy mentioned that they do not use GMO papayas on Molokai. And the reason they do that is that they do not have papaya ring spot virus on Molokai.
I have a follow-up question then.
Councilmember Willie?
Okay. The way I've designed my bill is not what's good or what's bad, but trying to draw the line where we are right now and move on to an ad hoc committee or formation and address some of these questions there. Would you be available to help on those discussions?
If it is truly an ad hoc committee that discusses the issues and have it a balanced approach, I'm more than willing to serve.
Okay, thank you. And let me ask you, in terms of what you said about going forward or how we do it on papaya. I mean, papaya in my bill is exempt other than registration so we can know what's going on. But basically, we're holding in place current. We're not changing. Anybody that's doing something today can do it tomorrow. And are you aware of that?
I am very aware of your bill and what it implies, but at the same time, by saying that we do not have any more field testing, whether, someone can, as you mentioned, previous testimony or discussion has stated that there are other ring spot virus strains out there in the world. Should it come here, our rainbow papaya will not be resistant. And we would be limited as to what we can do without having to test or to develop a newer strain or variety of papayas resistant to the different strains of ring spot virus.
And
Or,
why
for
would
that
you
matter,
need it to
any
be-
other disease that may come, whether it's taro, breadfruit, sweet potatoes, that may be devastating to the industry.
Okay, but this would be open air. One could still work on those without doing open air testing. I think one of the points you made was you want people to have freedom and freedom to choose and freedom to farm. The point is that you undermine the freedom of the non-GMO farmer. You destroy their private property rights, and that's what we're trying to protect, that you can do what you want on your own property, but not to the point that you destroy and harm others around you.
And like I had stated before, I don't think we
Okay.
want to get into a type of argument. This is for question and answer, and
Okay.
so I,
Okay.
You make the
that's,
point there, but as a plant breeder, the number one priority for me as a breeder producing seeds for farmers and others is seed purity. And above all, farmers here cross-contamination with GMO pollen, whether it's corn or other crops. But it is still important for the farmers to ensure that their seeds are pure to what they expect. Seeds are the cheapest inputs that you can put into your agricultural operations. And it's not to be taken lightly. The days that you collect a fruit, oh, that's a great papaya there at the farmer's market. I'm going to take seeds from that one, not knowing what that fruit has.
Right.
Puts yourself in jeopardy. Corn, it's been cross-pollinating ever since it's been domesticated. People isolate corn to get pure seeds.
Right.
They bag it, both tassels and the silk, to ensure that they have uniform lines of the cultivar or variety that they are working with. It is standard practice.
Thank you.
thank you. Okay, any other questions for Dr. Nagata? No further questions? Thank you very
thank you
much
very
for your
much.
time. Okay, so we are